Good morning, Lagos, and good morning to you. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Welcome to the Front Page Review, the Friday edition, because it's Friday today. Thank God it's Friday. My name is Mary Onaife Edebi. Welcome to the program. We are streaming live on YouTube right now. You can watch us on YouTube at Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. On our website is www.thevoiceofthepeople.com. You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are there too. I will very much appreciate your following. It's VOP 903 FM. Now, the Front Page Review, the Friday edition, quite interesting. We have a lot to talk about. First, I'll give you the headlines from various newspapers. And then we go into the heart of the matter to discuss some of the hot topics right here. Now we begin this morning with the Punch newspaper. Nigerians don't want water bill. Afenifere tells a federal government. PDP crisis aggrieved governors report article to BOT list peace conditions. Federal government review rail security. Buhari meets freed hostages. Nigerians living in abject poverty can laments. A court rules on ASU's appeal. Out of court settlement fails. Rivers drops criminal charges against Amechi Cole others. Eid al-Malud, federal government declares Monday public holiday, and electoral offences commission will be ready soon, says a lawmaker. And finally, from the Punch this morning, troops kill 19 terrorists, arrest 42 suppliers. Now to the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Your hope is back, Tinubu declares as he returned from London. Federal government versus ASU, appeal court defer ruling till Friday. Insecurity involved, assumed other dimension, says Buhari. And that is from the Vanguard this morning. 3 feared dead in renewed Edo court war. From the Vanguard, and MC Oluomo introduces barcodes in parks, garages to check crime. Now let's move to the Sun newspaper. Bank fraud forgeries amounted to 120.7 billion naira in 2020, says NDIC. And Ohaneze to mobilize Igbo for 2023 census. Now to the Daily Trust this morning. 13 dead, 12 missing in Zamfara. This is sad. Kenu accident. This is really a sad news. Now, CBN disburses 2.1 trillion funds to MSMEs. Good one. Now, to this day newspaper, article sympathizes with state adversely impacted by flood. And we have another one here. Oshibanjo calls for proper planning of cities to absorb population growth. And finally, this morning from this day newspaper, CBN 2.1 trillion disbursed to 426 projects under rail sector facility. Now, these are your headlines this morning from various newspapers: The Punch, The Sun, The Vanguard, This Day, Daily Trust. So pick up a copy of the newspaper. You have to read and know what's happening in the country so you know how to respond. Now, we're going to discuss some of the hot topics right here. But before that, we need to pay some bills. And before we pay some bills, I need to tell you that we have Obed Awede in the studio, live and direct right here. He is a writer and a journalist. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good to have you. We missed you yesterday.
Yes, you see my voice is cold and fever.
Oh, sorry.
We're getting better now.
Oh, great. Thank you for coming. And then later on the program, Rufai Oseni hopefully will be joining us via the network. So we'll go pay some bills, and when we return, we will discuss some of the hot topics in the news. Keep it here. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
If you're looking for a place to relax and find comfort, the right place to be is the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel. At the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, we offer excellent services to our clients and customers. We serve high-quality wines at our restaurant and bar, while our continental dish is second to none. At the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, located on 42 Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road, our rooms are in conformity with international standard and best practices. We accord priority to security for all our guests. Breakfast is free.
That's how I do.
Yay! And we have standard facilities for your seminar and training. For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-7003-333.
Ice on my neck, ice on my wrist, you know. That's how I do.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Light Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender Guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36, Lagos International Airport Road, beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less. The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, Festac Town, 28 at Denira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
Top of the morning to you. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and you are listening to the front page review of our papers. This is the Friday edition, so thank God it's Friday. Now we'll begin this morning from the Vanguard newspaper. We're just going to brush this story. It's just it's for the APC. Your hope is back, Tinubu declares as he returns from London. Yes, the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has assured Nigerians that their hope, which was almost lost, is now back. Speaking on Thursday night in Abuja, Tinubu, who arrived from London a few hours earlier, said he is back actively. He said the trip was very good. I enjoyed my break and I'm happy to be back in my fatherland. Nigeria should expect a very intelligent ability to think and perform. Nigerians should expect facts and help they needed. The help they needed is here. You know, some days ago, there were a lot of buzz on social media. Everybody's asking, where is Bola Tinubu? Where is he? Now he's back, and he said, our hope is back. We have Rufai Oseni on the line with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Morning, Mary. Welcome back for Bola Tinubu, presidential candidate of the APC. Now that he's back, let's start the campaign. And now that he's back, we should be able to give us a manifesto so that we can interrogate this guy here. Because We have not seen anything from him. He keeps saying, these are the things I've done here and there in Lagos and this. We want to really interrogate the manifesto. What does he have for Nigeria? And also, now that it's back, hope he should be prepared for the presidential debate, and he'll be prepared to meet the press, to talk to the press, to have series of television interviews, also have series of debates, and be ready to debate his ideas. And not only him, all the presidential candidates, they should come out and meet the press, not surrogate. The press should be able to interrogate them, interrogate their ideas, and they must sit the presidential debate. It's a must, and I'm saying it's a must, because we can't have a country in dire straits and the presidential candidates don't attend presidential debate. It's disgraceful, and shame on everybody that has done that in the past, that has not attended presidential debate. Shame on anybody that has not attended presidential debate, that wants the vote of Nigeria, that has done it in the past. Shame on them. It is disgraceful. It must not continue. We can't have a country that way. It's a country based on ideas, and we must be able to debate those ideas.
Now, thank God he's back, and we hope he's going to appear on any of those media platform and debates and everything. We won't read in the news again that he was upset, because we demand answers. Now, let's look at another story right here from the Punch newspaper. It has this interesting headlines. It's difficult to find it now. Okay, let me look for the story. It's concerning what happened yesterday. It's from the Punch newspaper. Federal government review rail security. Buhari meet freed hostages. It's a follow-up of what we discussed yesterday. Yesterday the federal government said we should appreciate the military for the work they've done. Now, the federal government has set up a committee saddled with the responsibility of ensuring adequate safety measures in securing train and other railway infrastructure. The Punch reports that terrorists on March 28, 2022 attacked a AK-9 Abuja Kaduna train and abducted 8 passengers. Okay, I think we already know the other part of the story. Obede, yes. The president has gone there now to meet the people and also set up a committee.
Well, let me say for those families, it's a lot of relief that at least they have their loved ones back, and for the people who went through that trauma of being in the terrorist den for over 6 months, they must have gone through a lot, and some of them will be quite scared of going through that experience again. They're really scared of even patronizing the training service. What the president said about trying to set up security for the railways, I think it's a good thing. But the thing is that the security situation we have in this country is not one where you can just mark out and pigeonhole spaces and say you want to do for railways alone. We have security problems for those traveling by road, for those traveling by water and rail and the rest of it. So you want to see a holistic plan in terms of what they intend to do regarding security as a whole for everyone, and not just because the whole idea about trying to set up a committee, we know the way committees work in this country. When you set up a committee, you're going to get something like that 3.4 billion that Amechi was looking for that rail. You're going to get a similar one for Lagos Ibadan. If you spend 3 billion across all the railways around Nigeria, somebody comes again to say, let's do another one for road and the rest of them. So it should be a more holistic plan to say, look, we want to address insecurity, holistically for every sector, every part of this country, so that people can be confident. You want to go by road, you go by road. You want to go by rail, you go by rail. If you want to go by water transport, you are confident. Yeah, you can get that done. I just hope it's a first step, and not the whole thing that they're thinking about security.
As people were rejoicing yesterday that they've been released, and some people asked this question: were they released or rescued? We want to know the details. Now there is a story here from the Sun newspaper. I said DHQ reveals how train attack victims were rescued. Okay. Now I'll read the story. Let's see if is really revealed here. The defense headquarters has disclosed how the remaining 23 hostages of the Abuja Kaduna train attack were released. He said the victims who were abducted on March 28 were rescued through a non-kinetic operation by the Nigerian Armed Forces in conjunction with the security agencies in the country on Wednesday. I don't know if...
That is negotiation. Every time you talk about non-kinetic, I talk about people meeting to discuss and reach an agreement. In fact, when I read the press statement the first time that the chief of defense staff, they set up a team and then they have, released them. Release is different from rescue. So and when the president was commending the military for what they did, I was wondering what the commendation was for. Was it for being part of a committee that facilitated the release or not? I think whenever you look at it, the families will be happy. Everyone is happy. But it is that this whole idea to make it look as if there was a fantastic military operation that actually made this possible, because we're not identifying about terrorists that were killed or were caught or were. You've not identified along that line. It's just, we did something and we've released them. The military have done fantastic. Honestly, I don't just get the angle of it at all.
Not non-kinetic. So they were. So if they could negotiate or do this non-kinetic, they would have done this long ago.
To
Release them and not wait till this moment.
And for other victims too. We're talking about Kaduna, Abuja, because this is a high-profile kidnap. There are a lot of other victims from across the country that are in kidnappers' den.
Now, interesting. This one is Lagos State here from the Vanguard newspaper. I said MC Oluomo introduces a barcode in park garages to check crime. Now, the chairman of the Lagos State Parks and Garages, Alhaji Musliu Akinsayo, aka MC Oluomo, has announced the introduction of barcodes to checkmate on towards activities among some commercial bus drivers. According to him, this initiative will curb kidnapping and other criminal activities perpetrated by some commercial bus drivers. Now, some people have commended his efforts, but other people are wondering, why is he doing it now? Is it politically motivated? Is he really effective, or does he want attention? Rufai?
This is politics season. Everybody will attribute it to politics, but I think it's a very good measure, being done there by the chairman of the Lagos State Vehicle Parks Association, whatever it's called. You know why? Because we need to actually be able to track vehicles to be able to forestall this thing called one chance that, that is really ravaging the problem, that's really ravaging the society, where people get into buses and you cannot track them and they rob people, and you cannot ensure that things are done properly to be able to even get them, to be able to trace them. So if this barcode system comes on board, I think it's a good development, and I think what they should also do is to advertise it so that people can look out for this barcode. And after even these barcodes, if possible, they can even add QR scan. That once people, before they enter a bus or they enter a bus, they can QR scan the bus, get the profile, get the name of the owner of the bus, get some other details of the bus, and send to their family and loved ones while they're in their bus. So this will also aid, and the QR code too can also even have the vehicle registration of the bus and the full details that can be let out of the bus.
We hope this will really work out and will really work as it has been written here.
Yeah,
and
I think it's good.
A good development. Now to the Punch newspaper. The headline says Rivers drops criminal charges against Amechi Cole. Now the Rivers State government has withdrawn the criminal charges it instituted against the former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi. Also, the state withdraws similar charges filed against the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress in the state, Tony Cole, and 5 others. Now, the state government had filed a criminal suit accusing them of stealing the government's assets, running into billions of naira when Amechi was the state governor. When the matter resumed for ruling and the legality of a private lawyer to prosecute the matter, counsel for the state government, who is the Attorney General of the state and Commissioner for Justice, Professor Zacchaeus Adengo, informed the court that he was withdrawing the suit. Now, this is raising a lot of dust because a lot of people were waiting to see how this will pan out, but the judge just came and said the matter is being withdrawn and case closed. Everybody go home. Are you satisfied with
No. I really think what's happening is actually 3 things at play here. One, Wike is the Rivers State government, and Rivers State government is Wike. Now, Wike is thinking of life after power. Then the second one is that this may also be a fallout of what is been negotiated with Tinubu and the rest of them, because I mentioned the leader of the APC in the states. So the rural state APC members, they were angry sometime last week or so that they have not been consulted in all these discussions which are making mention the rest. Because he's trying to smoothen that part to make sure that they are on good terms when they all leave power, but maybe out of power. Then the third part is that he's also looking to realign. There was a decision that was taken by the Rivers House of Assembly yesterday, where they passed a resolution that Omeya, who was illegally made governor, the one Amici took over from his cousin, that ruled for about 6 months or so, that he will not be given the rights of a governor.
Yeah,
now,
excellency.
Now, the truth of the matter is that when the Supreme Court ruled and gave judgment in favor of Amici, it expressly stated that Omeya must not, or this thing does not deserve and should not be referred to as a governor of Rivers State. Then in 2015, because of the quarrel Wike had with Amici, he caused the State of Assembly to pass a rule that Omeya should be given the rights of a governor. Now, Omeya has been romancing Atiku and his group, so the man is angry. And yesterday, they passed a resolution that he will be stripped. So all these are just part of the whole power play in Rivers State, and that's what he's doing.
It somehow shows as if the judiciary is in the pockets of the governors and people in power. Rufai, what do you have to say concerning this new development?
No. It's not the judiciary. Let's not vote the judiciary. It's not the judiciary. It is the Omeya himself. The court ruled that your election was a nullity now, and in the constitution you were never recognized. But because you wanted to curry favor with Wike, he said the National Assembly should recognize you. Did you know that it was a Greek gift? Did you know that it was a Greek gift? It was based on what you were giving him at that point in time. According to the laws of our land, once the court ruled against you, I mean, that was how Amici now got in after the court ruled. How many months was even up to a month or two? And the court said the elections that brought you in, no, was a nullity because there were issues at the process that which even emerged as a candidate in the first place. And then the court ruled. Then because you were hobnobbing with the Mr. Wike, you got the court to be able to recognize you. And you got all the benefits for it. Now that like they say in Nigerian French, yawa gas now. Now you are acting brand new. You see, you people we just say, okay, Mr. Wike. Mr. Wike is fighting dirty at this point in time. If he used everything to fight, didn't the same Mr. Celestine Omeya know the consequences of what he was doing when he was doing it? As the court said, no, it didn't happen, that you were never a candidate in the first place. Shouldn't you have accepted? Even if somebody now gives you something that you know you truly do not deserve, that the court has ruled against, why were you riding safe in it? Why were you riding safe in it? If truly it was a democratically elected and it was ratified by the court, nobody will strip him of anything.
Of course.
So the person that used the National Assembly to do the State Assembly to do arrangements for you and named you and gave you that status, when you are not going his way, he will take it back. And that's a lesson in life we should learn. That's a lesson in life we should learn, that when people give you something, they can take it. It is only God that can give you something and not take it back. So if you trust a man too much and you see somebody will always be there for me, the day he doesn't like your face again, he will collect everything.
But that is not the case being dropped concerning Amici being accused of embezzling money, but now the case has been dropped. Do you see anything, according to what Obed said, anything political behind it? As you said, Wike is fighting dirty at the moment.
No, see, Wike is fighting dirty with everybody. Is he only Amici? Didn't he add Tony Cole too in that suit? See, I'm not justifying Wike's fight. Don't get me wrong. And I have said constantly on this show that action and reaction are equal and opposite. The same Mr. Wike that I think is the champion that is fighting everybody down, he will get consequences of the things too he's doing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just telling you how human relations play out. And sadly enough, in this case, Mr. Omeya was in the firing range. Because the court ruled now. That's why I said, no, let's not put the judiciary in it. I'm not saying the judiciary don't have their own, but in this case, the court had made a finality on the matter, and that was why Rotimi Amaechi became governor. You forget that Rotimi Amaechi, it was based on that court judgment. He wasn't even elected. It was a mayor that started doing the term before Rotimi Amaechi was first after the court.
Now let's move to our final story before we open the phone lines, and this one is from the Punch newspaper. It's concerning the water bill. It says here that Nigerians don't want water bill. Afenifere tells the federal government. Now, the Pan-Yoruba Social Political Organization, Afenifere, has described the insistence of the federal government to pass the repeatedly rejected Waterways Resource Bill into law as another instance of how the government is often hell-bent on going ahead with what the majority of Nigerians frowns at while neglecting the ones Nigerians yearn for. Now, the organization position was contained in a statement issued by its National Policy Secretary, Jare Ajayi, on Thursday. Now, will you back what the Afenifere, what they are telling the federal government concerning this water bill? Should they leave it?
It is not just the Afenifere. I think virtually all the groups in the Niger Delta, I think Pandef has said the same thing. Ohaneze too. Virtually all the social political groups, INC, Joint National Congress, and the rest of them. The whole idea behind the federal government, trying to assume rights over waters in people's backyards is something that people do not just understand why. We're running a federation. Okay, by the provisions of the Land Use Act, land and everything, and land, water, onshore, and the rest of them belong to under the purview of states. Why should you want to have a water bill from Abuja that covers our water as an asset should be managed across the entire country? Now, the whole argument of the government is that water is a natural resource. They need to make sure that they use it well to make provision for everyone and the rest. Everyone out. How do you want to do it? So the whole thing is the way the Buhari government has actually not been very transparent in doing things. You remember the whole case about Ruga and what they wanted to do about having ranches across the country. They've not been quite transparent. So when they make arguments, we are doing this because we want to make sure that we can manage it, and so you ask yourself that what are you managing in water? Are you going to do something about how people will use water or how they will have access to water? Then you say the argument from this side is now you say this is a natural resource, so everybody has access to it from wherever they are coming from. People don't want that kind of thing. We want to see more devolution of powers. We don't want centralization of powers. And what that bill wants to do is to centralize the control of water resources. And I think that's why we're having opposition everywhere.
Now, the Minister of Water Resources, Suleiman Adamu, he said that the bill would ensure professional and efficient management of all surface and groundwater for the use of all Nigerians. Now, the minister had vowed that his ministry would continue to pursue the passage of the bill into law because it's government responsibility. Rufai Oseni, before we let you go, do you have a thing or two to say concerning this water bill?
Mary.
Yes,
I
I'm
think
here.
we deceive ourselves too much in this country. The same government that not be able to manage our dams is what wants to manage the water in front of under my own ground. See? You see, these attempts to cannibalize all portions of land to make them under government. I hate it. It's bad. It's abhorrent. Just like people kicked against Ruga. Now it's water. Laredo Dam keeps overflowing. When they open the dam, everywhere floods in Nigeria. Olam Farm lost over $20 million worth of crops. The Cameroonians always blame the government for not doing their own part to their own dam here. They should go and settle that problem before they start taking of water in our backyard, which we know by default. Water is not on the ground, it's below the ground. So when you are saying that a water bill that talks about my own groundwater, you are collecting my land. You are collecting my land because for you to heat water, you are going to dig many feet ground down. Even look at some states that are charging people for digging borehole. They are still complaining that you can't provide me public water, but you're charging me from digging borehole. So these are the issues on ground. Why is it that we always make laws to be difficult for people? Why? Why is it only is a thing that will make Nigeria shout and say, okay, you want to kill us, that you want to do? The fact is that we don't even make laws that want the Nigeria say, God bless this lawmaker. God bless them.
Interesting. Now let's open the phone lines to get reactions. Now, thank you so much, Rufai, for joining us. Have a great day. Enjoy your Friday.
And you too have a great weekend. God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. The number to call is 0700 903 9039. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Ibrahim from Lhasa.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Ibrahim.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, thank God. Go ahead.
I want to challenge you journalists. Where were you when Wike I recognize this man as a governor in Port Harcourt? Because someone that is our High Court, Supreme Court, nullify that is not a governor in that way, and Wike go ahead to recognize him as a governor. You know, this thing is very bad. Hello?
No, we can hear you. Go ahead.
This is very bad. And what the Wike are doing in Port Harcourt, that is going to regret it later. Because you're not supposed to recognize that man as a governor in first place. But what makes me annoyed always is that you journalists just focus to the southwest. You people are not talking about what is going on in south, 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 north, northern side. But if anything happens in southwest, the journalists will talk about it. It is not, in fact, it's not because of you people are talking about it this morning. I don't know anything about that. Why would they recognize that man as a governor before? This is very, very bad. You're not supposed to do so. That man will, in fact,
thank you.
That man will regret all this thing that he's doing in Port Harcourt. Very soon, when he leave that place, he will regret it.
Yeah, thank
you.
Yeah, thank you for your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Hello, very good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mr. Peter Monse. Where are you calling us from today?
I'm calling you from Shomolu. Thank God it's Friday.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you. Obed, good morning. And Mr. Oseni, good morning. I want to ask this question. Now, if the federal government said they use a non-genetic method to get the freedom of the 23 victims, now what stops them from using the same to get the freedom of Leah Sharibu for how many years now? What about the Chibok girls who did not do any wrong by going to school? So, and that was the one they were using in campaigning, that they will bring back Chibok girl in one unit in a no distance period. And what about other people that are still in the hands of the bandits or the terrorists? Now, can the federal government explain to us, including myself, this bandit or this terrorist, are they a department in the Ministry of Defense? Are they recognized by law that you will go there, negotiate with them, and they release your people to you, and you leave them to go so that they will kidnap again? How many of those bandits were arrested yesterday? All of them were supposed to have been rounded up to show that truly the government is not part of this criminality. So where are we people that are still in the forest and with this bandit? And the bandit says the government know what we want. At the point they said they brought us here, and then they did not do what they wanted to do for us. What is the federal government of APC doing with the lives of Nigerians? And your children are schooling somewhere, they are feeling happy. You are dancing all over the place, campaigning again, and the women went on the street to campaign, and their daughters are not among the Chibok girls. So what is going on in this country? I pray we will have a government that will reverse and will call APC leaders and Buhari to question. Let us know what they did with the blood of Nigerians, the money of this country, that everything went on. And finally, on Amechi and Rivers State Governor, I pray we will get a day that all of them, including this so-called Wike, will be called to account for what they did with Nigeria money. Initially, said they stole money. Then today you say you settle out of court or you close the matter. Where's the money that you allege that they stole? Have they returned the money? God will ask them. On the day of judgment, none of them will escape except they repent. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peter Monson. Now, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be part of the program. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name and your location?
This Abidemi calling from
Okay, welcome, Abidemi. Can you speak a bit louder?
Yeah, I want to have this question from you. We've been hearing that some bandits, Boko Haram members, something like that, that they withdraw their power, that the things are no more doing bandits again. We are called hearing all this kind of information from Nigerian army, something like that. So I want to ask, if this is true, that all these people are coming out, that are no more, they are no more doing a bandit, what of Chibok girls? Since Chibok girls have been there, are they not to recover Chibok girls back? Because these people are saying that they have withdrawn their power, there is something like that. We are hearing different kind of news that they arrest 100 Boko Haram members today, 100 bandits today. And still yet, these Chibok girls, they are not back. We have no idea. They say they recover some of them, but the remaining is still there. All the many of them we see in social media, they give death to all these Boko Haram members. But still here, since Nigerian army are going inside the forest and they located, if they haven't been killed anybody among them, please, I want to know, is that true? Is it true that these people, some of them are saying that withdraw their power? Is it true news we are hearing or fake news?
Yeah, thank you for your contribution this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
You are well done. No.
Thank you.
God will
Thank you.
bless all of you.
Thank you.
All these commentators, I love them. So God will be with everybody. But there are many things to talk about Nigeria. But just talk about the water matter now. Now, when they say by all means, the Minister of Water Resources, he was saying by all means, he make sure that the thing come effect. You see, I don't think that these people feel that we are the one who put them there. And we people also, we feel that they are on top of everything in our life. Okay, you get that, you get this. Water. How possible for them now to say they want to start to control water again? Please, we don't know what we are doing and we are deceiving ourselves until the truth will come. And the truth will come one day. That is my own business. The truth is, it will make us that everybody will come out of this slavery. We are under slavery. So please, and our people that they are in the house, either Igbo or this and that, and Niger Delta, what are they doing here? Because they say that they are the only person that, because their number is many. That is the reason why. Until we remove our heads from their toto. So I'm sorry to say this. It is too much. I don't know what we can do. But let everybody be talking better about this water matter. I'm telling you, Nigeria will decide. That's it.
Yeah, thank you for your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. What's your name and your location, please?
I'm Pastor Solomon, calling from Victoria Island.
Okay, welcome to the program. Go ahead.
To contribute to what one of your callers has said, you see, I want to tell him the mind of God, what the Lord has said concerning the politicians in the country, Nigeria. So let him hear the word of God. That all the politicians that they have seen today are so corrupt, packing current Nigerian currency or Nigerian money abroad, having foreign accounts. The Lord say how we rest up the military government. And that by the end of the military government, I will deliver everything the politicians are storing from all over the world back to Nigeria.
The line is not so clear. Can you call us back so we can hear what you're saying, Mr. Solomon? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Chief Mora here from Lagos State.
Okay, welcome to the.
I don't have much to say.
Okay.
It just shows that if the government has power to remove the air, they can do that. What is one of the resources given to everybody freely? They cannot provide it. They want to remove it. Nothing but they should remove the air so that we can all die. They are selfish people. Very, very selfish. They can remove the air now. What else that is remaining? That's my own. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Mr. Ike. I'm calling from Estola.
Okay.
Akota.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Ike. But turn down the volume on your radio set.
Okay, I've done that.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to say something concerning this water issue. This our government, they have been trying to push us to the world, and we are reaching. I don't know the reason why they still continue saying of this, because even for government to provide water, I thought that is the simplest thing that government could do to the masses. They have not been able to provide water that when you go anywhere you can fetch water freely. But now another system has come out that people, if you have money, you can dig a borehole and get water. And I don't know why it concerns the government that government are putting eye into that. But let us be going. Very soon, God will intervene for his people. Another thing I want to say is concerning the people, our government now, the APC government. I can't just say one thing that this government has done to people. I have never heard where they open, because if their mind is on the masses, at least since the Buhari insertion, nowhere that I have heard that Mr. President is opening one industry or the other. No, even one. But now everybody is crying. But I don't know the type of spirit that is entering, particularly the women that are crying. See them coming shouting to voting, coming to vote again, asking the government that has lead us, push us to the wall, to vote them again. In fact, let us be going. And people are praying, and we know that God's will must happen. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, can you turn down the volume on your radio set?
Yeah, it's down, please.
Okay, good.
Am I on?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Let me speak on the water bill.
Can you tell us your name and your location first?
Okay, sorry. My name is Nili. I'm calling from Lekki.
Okay, good.
I'm on the road, but I'm not driving.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the water bill.
Yes.
I think Nigerians should understand the process of passing a bill. That's the first thing. It's for him to propose as a minister or as department in the government. But it takes the Senate and the Assembly to pass it through. Now, we all have representatives in the Senate and the Assembly. What are they doing? If it favors us, they should okay. If we say no, it will not go through. And each of our representatives, whether PDP or APC or whatever the party they belong to, they are responsible to us. They should be answerable to us. So it's for us to tell our representatives that this is what we want. It's not a thing that we just shout on the radio and leave it like that. We need to call them to question. If it's not going to favor us, we face it. And if they now pass it, then that is also a vote of no confidence in each of our representatives. And that's how it works. We argue on phone, but on the radio, but we don't take the necessary moves. Let us call our representatives and let us to question. Because the minister alone cannot pass a bill. He can propose. And we have the citizens that will defend whether we want it or not. And we call our people to action. Then on Wike's action, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And it's a boomerang. What goes around comes around. That was what we just expect. And I think that's all for now.
Yeah,
thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I call you back. I'm Pastor Solomon.
Okay, okay. Better. I think it line is clearer now. Go ahead.
What I was saying that concerning the report of one of your callers who was talking about the corruption with the politicians in the country, and they don't care about the poor. So hear the word of God, what the Lord has said concerning Nigeria and the politicians in the country. And the Lord said that everything they are storing out of this country, he said, I will raise up a military government. That by the hand of the military government, I will give everything they are storing back to the country now. I will consume them. I will make their children useless.
Hello? I think we're having a bit of some network challenge right here. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you. Hello? Okay. I think the network is not good from your end. You should call us again if you can. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be part of the conversation this morning. You are listening to the Front Page Review, and this is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Badejo. Where are you calling us from today?
Yeah, as usual, I'm calling from Ipaja in Lagos State here.
Okay, great.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Abed, Mr. Rufai. You guys have been wonderful.
Yeah.
I think for informing Nigerians every morning. We really appreciate that. And thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, thank God.
Yes, dropping charges against Amishi by Wike and others. It's a welcome development. And I think it's good for River State. He further confirmed that an old adage saying that in politics, there is no permanent enemies, no permanent friends, only permanent interest. Therefore, wicked gesture is not, although wicked gesture is not a new thing to me. It's just a political synonymous with our politics. Anything can happen in Nigeria. I wouldn't be surprised to see Wike and Amechi in public soon together. That's why I'm advising Nigerians not to kill themselves because of any politician. Because these politicians are friends. Anytime, any day, they dine together. So of what point is we killing ourselves because of politicians? The two of them will still see them together in the public. And but one thing is certain. One day, both Wike and Amechi will be called to come and give account for their stewardship. I'm very sure of that. Because I know the two of them are very reckless in spending. That's that. Then the issue of a bill to regulate water that has suffered setback at the National Assembly separately. The same bill is trying to ensure, a minister is now trying to ensure that the bill is passed against the wishes of Nigerians. For me, of what benefit is this bill to Nigerians? If FG control water to control water, to me, we stand to gain nothing. A government that can provide a potable water to Nigerians, to citizens, a government that is charging a fee to citizens for digging borehole, a government that has failed in home rehabilitation, suddenly woke up to pursue a progress idea that will likely create more hardship to Nigerians. As Nigerians, we have right to say no to anything that's injurious to us. The bill will never stay true. And our National Assembly, in Jesus' name. Good morning and have a nice day.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you so much for calling, Mr. Badejo. You can watch us live on YouTube right now at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning. What is your name and your location?
My name is Leon, calling from Akota.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Leon. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the water bill. There's nothing that the federal government has handled that has ever worked. Okay? So the issue of trying to regulate water is not good for the citizenry. Okay? And as such, somebody called here and said we can be able to stand against it. How do we do that? When there is this
added billions and whatever when they want to pass on it, because it is for the interest of those particular people that are out there. We don't have a say. We are being ruled in this country without having a say. Assuming we have a say, we can recall our representative and say this is what we want. It would have been a different issue altogether. But this time around, we don't. We are being just ruled like the way goats and chickens follow their whatever. That is the way the country is being governed. On the second part, up to Wike and Mechi, Omehe and Co. I mean, when I look at what is transpiring over there, I laugh. And I know one day will be the judgment day. Okay? But when and how, nobody knows. Because I know we are in a correct society. Okay? It is whoever that comes closer to you that you save. And whoever that does not dance to your throne, I mean, all the same. It is go, stop. But I pray that Nigeria will be good. And I will continue to pray for Nigeria. And the likes of you, Obed, Rufai, and Co., who are trying to bring light and make people understand what is happening around us, you have a reward. And we that are called, we have a reward as well. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name and your location?
I called back. I'm Solomon from Israel. I called you and the network was bad. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, no, we can hear you. I don't know why the network seems to be breaking from your end, or maybe it's the network that you're using, but it tends to be. Say hello. You say, okay. If you have another network, maybe you can use that to call us so we can hear what you're saying, because the network keeps breaking from your end. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing great. Where are you calling us from, and what's your name?
My name is JD, calling from Ekoti.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead.
Please, Mary, I want to beg you one thing.
Okay.
Don't allow people, because many people are calling. Don't allow somebody who has called to call again.
Okay.
Because millions of Nigeria are calling.
Yeah.
When somebody call and did not get, we should forget about that person.
Okay.
That is what I want to beg you. The second one, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, another one is that, please, how do this calling affect federal government? How did they hear it? How did they do our promise? How did they hear as we are calling this morning? How did they affect federal government? Are they hearing what we are saying?
Of course, it's working. We're not just talking. They are listening, because what we are saying now we put on the newspapers, and they read the papers. They listen to radio programs. So when we talk like this, we're not just talking. You see, the next day you get a reaction of what you have said. So we'll keep talking. We'll keep calling them out, and they're listening. If they don't hear it, their aides will tell them that this is what people are saying about you. So that's why we can't keep quiet. We'll continue to talk. So it's working.
Okay. God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for calling. Really appreciate it. Okay, our time here is up. We just have less than a minute before we go today. The Friday's edition of the Front Page Review is almost officially over, but we just take one last call. Hello, you have less than a minute.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, my sister.
Yes, what's your name and where are you calling us from today?
Obioma is my name. I called yesterday. I am calling from Eba.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Now, I want to tell you one thing. First of all, I want to congratulate you people, BOP, for doing a very nice job.
Thank you.
People will continue with the system you are going on now. I know this is a new station, but you must continue doing the good job. I want to tell you, every Nigerian who is, trying to support this present government is making a very big mistake. That is number one. Two, please, yes, this one I've been hearing in the news that their candidate, the APC candidate, don't come back. Telling us that it's heavy, this and that. All we want to tell Nigerians is that they should not make a mistake they made during Yaradua time.
Okay,
and that is all I want to tell you people. May
Yeah.
God bless you people.
Yeah, thank you. Our time is up. We have to go. But before we go, Obed, if you have a thing to say to round off for the Friday.
Okay. Yes, it's just on this water bill. It's very important that we keep talking and keep sensitizing our representatives at House of Reps and Senate, that every one of them should be awake, because these are the last days when a regime is going towards the end. That's what they try to smuggle legislation, and before you know, people are not around, they pass them and they go on to be signed and become laws. They must be very vigilant, and make sure that this very retrogressive bill does not come to pass as a law, because it is dangerous for everybody. You don't know the motives of this whole thing. People have entered at dark motives, at grabbing land for some cultures and the rest of them. But we just have to be conscious to tell our reps, this is not a time to go to Dubai or London. Stay there in the House of Reps and Senate, and watch out for legislators, for these legislations like this.
Great. We'll keep talking. We'll keep talking every day until the government hears us. We'll stand our ground. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Thank you so much for being part of the show today, the Front Page Review. We'll be here again on Monday, God willing, same time from 7 to 8. Coming up next at 8 o'clock is Oge Ndigbo. My name is Mary Onaife. Debbie, you can follow me on Instagram at Mary Onaife, Merry. Thank you so much. Keep it here. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Non-stop and back to back.
It's Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.